Bailey Parks, and this is your weekly Warrior Sports Report. Over the weekend, men's hockey faced off against the UNH Wildcats at the Whitmore Center in Durham, New Hampshire. The Warriors were able to pull off a big conference win, beating the Cats 4-3. In the first period, the Cats were able to strike first, but with only 30 seconds left, Philip Forsmark was able to tie it up for the Warriors. With 13 minutes left in the second, Christian Felton had a snipe assisted by Alex Jeffries, ending the period with Merrimack up 2-1. The third period is where it gets interesting. If you have any form of social media, I'm sure you've seen the viral video of Benny Braar's wraparound goal on a trick play, and if you haven't, you might be living under a rock. On a Merrimack power play, Benny Braar got a pass from Zach Ewens at the point. He passed down to Liam Walsh behind the Cats' net. Braar skates past Walsh. Walsh fakes towards the net, drops the puck back to Braar for a quick wraparound goal, and meanwhile, the Cats were still focused on Walsh. This brought the Warriors up 3-1. This play has been featured on some of the biggest social media platforms like the NHL's official Instagram and Barstool's Spitting Chicklets. Liam Walsh wasn't done just yet. He had an absolute rocket of a shot and scored the fourth goal for the Warriors with about 15 minutes left to play in the third. The Cats were obviously frustrated and really came out strong after having 4 unanswered goals against them. On a Merrimack power play, the Cats got a shorthanded goal trying to come back from the Warriors' 3-goal lead. With 3 minutes left in the third, the Cats pulled their goalie, and with an extra man on the ice, the Cats scored their third goal. The Warriors held off UNH for the last minutes of the third to secure their 4-3 win over the Cats. Men's hockey isn't the only Merrimack team coming off a weekend with a big win. Women's basketball celebrated their senior night on Saturday with a big upset victory against the St. Francis Terriers. The Warriors were able to keep the Terriers at bay and never trailed the entire game. Merrimack played really solid, never taking their foot off the gas. And a big shout out goes out to Tanisha Brown, who's a sophomore here at Merrimack. She earned her NEC Player of the Week, and Brown had her best overall performance on Saturday, scoring a career high of 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Merrimack led the Terriers in points for the first 3 quarters, and only in the fourth did the Terriers barely outscore Merrimack. The Warriors were able to hold the Terriers back to secure the win 76-66. We want to say a big thank you and congratulations to the 4 seniors, Alana Fersman, Carla Balgue, Marissa Hamilton, and Kate Major on a great win and awesome season in their incredible careers as Warriors. To wrap up this week's sports report, we have women's lacrosse. The Warriors traveled to New York to play the Iona Gales for their second game of the season. Mac had an absolutely hot start in the first quarter. Meg DeZallo had a hat trick and so did Taylor Durrell. The first ended with Merrimack up 6-2. The second quarter swayed towards Iona. Right off the bat, they scored 4 goals that went unanswered by Merrimack. The Warriors didn't let that deter them though, with Lulu Sweeney and Meg DeZallo scoring minutes apart, both assisted by Natalie Calkins. The Gales put 2 more points on the board before the clock hit 0, tying it up 8-8 as they went into the third quarter. The third quarter saw 2 goals from Meg DeZallo, 1 from Georgia Parker, 1 from Kat Mahana, and 1 from Taylor Durrell. The Warriors absolutely dominated the Gales in the third, outscoring them 5-1. The score going into the fourth was 13-9. The fourth quarter was unfortunately all about Iona, who came back swinging, scoring 6 unanswered goals and holding the Warriors' attack off until there was only 2 minutes left on the clock. Sophie Scarbo was able to break through the Gales' strong defense and put 1 more goal on the board for Merrimack. The game ended with Iona leading the Warriors 15-14. Even with that final score, it was a great game for the Warriors through and through, and we were able to see a lot of solid improvements with their midfield and their strong attack. We here at MCTV are wishing the best of luck to Merrimack teams playing this weekend. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Warrior Sports Report. Go get 'em, Mac. I'm Bailey Parks, and I'll see you when I see you.